morning. Thank you for coming on this platform this day. How would you describe the recent court report or judgment saying that Sanusi should go while Ado Bayero should stay? And the governor of the state has come out to say, Yusuf Abba has come out to say that Sanusi is not going anywhere. What does that portend? Or can you help us understand what is actually going on in the north?
Good day. Thank you very much for having me on this platform. Once again, I remain my name, Easy. What I want to chip in concerning this ongoing situation with the two emirs is just a show of shame. I'll describe it as a show of shame because when you have two gladiators fighting, it's just so shameful that they can't really understand themselves and understand what it takes. It's no longer you governing your people that is happening now. It's just what we call political hierarchy tussle. It's a tussle between the hierarchy in politics. It's no longer what we used to know. So history days, down memory lanes, when you have the great Bayeros and the Sanusis back then. This is not what we have anymore. It has been politicized by the government who don't actually think about the masses anymore and all about what they are going to have and what their children will eat. That's all. That is what we have currently in Nigeria. You see, the judgment concerning Sanusi and Bayero today, as of today, what I see there is like what they are trying to portray concerning the 2027 election, which I know of very well, that the state government being the NNPP faction and the federal government being the APC faction. You see, it was bestowed to them by Ganduje sometime in 2016 or 17 thereabout. Now, you see the NNPP restoring or reinstating a man they believe is supposed to be there. Because I know when Ganduje actually did it, it was out of will of the people because he wanted the support of the governor, the emir. That is why he has to remove Sanusi. And Sanusi was actually telling him what was going on that was wrong in the state because he was taking side with then President Buhari and he does not want the truth to be said. That's why he did that. This is where you ought to understand what is the plan of the politicians that we have today, this present day Nigeria. What they are looking for is not what will favor the masses anymore. So that is what I think is going on there.
Do you think that federal government taking side, supporting Ado Bayero the way it is, and of course the state governor supporting the Sanusi, at this moment now, do you think that the federal government is preparing enough ground for crisis, or the state governor is preparing enough ground for crisis? Because the NNPP chieftain, former governor of Kano State, Kwankwaso, has told the presidency that the way things are going is that the federal government want to breed another Boko Haram in Kano.
To let you know, this is just a clash of the titans. And for you to understand, the federal government don't have rights in any matters that concern states. They are just dwindling in because they want their favor. They know Kano is like a swing state. If it goes for you, you have a very good portion come 2027. That is what is going on here. And to me, it means shame to me because the outside world, they are seeing the way we are now meddling politics with traditional stuff. Our traditional right has to be respected, and this is what we have been following for years before we were even born. So why is it now that they are bringing politics to it? When you bring politics into traditional stuff, then you start getting conflicts like this.
Okay.
Let me tell you, breeding enough Boko Haram, upcoming Boko Haram, don't say it has always been there. It's there now. What they are waiting for is just for the tap of their finger. Look at what is happening in Rivers State. What is going on there is just a tap of the finger. It's already happening in Rivers. So who told you these things can happen in Kano State as we speak? A peaceful state, a state that we know that gives enough opportunity to the young ones and others for them to strive. And now you want to bring in politics, you want to meddling in politics with traditional stuff. Let me tell you, federal government themselves, they know quite all right that they don't have rights to interfere in whatever affairs that has to do with the state. Let the state handle their affairs. You don't have the right to come. Already we know you politicize the judiciary. We know whatever outcome that the judiciary wants to take will always be in your favor, because that's how you came in, through the wingle and dangling way. We will know what is going on. So at this time, we are no longer discussing politics with what is supposed to be done in the country. Therefore, the federal government has to